What's good? This Cam Reddish from the Atlanta Hawks, and you're watching Three Point Conversion.
I thought the whole game was we couldn't make shots. I thought we was doing a good job of kicking the ball out to the perimeter. We had some open looks. We had them in scramble situations, but couldn't knock down shots. And I think when it comes to the fourth quarter, they're timely possessions that you need to score. We didn't, and they did. So when they needed to, when we were making runs, they came up with a basket to stop those runs in that fourth quarter.
What did you see out of John tonight? I also wanted to ask about him. It looked like he fit in well with the second unit. I know you played him with that second unit in the second quarter.
Yeah, well, I wanted to try to get John more minutes with a smaller group. Teams are playing much smaller, and we can play him at the 5 with Gallo with that second group. So I tried to change the rotation to give us that. I thought it was pretty good. It's something that we played that lineup last year. Gallo and John at the 4 and the 5. I feel we could spread the floor. With that unit. And, tonight we tried to use that unit to try to take advantage of space in the floor.
Do you know if there was one specific thing that happened with DeAndre's wrist, or if it was just something that was nagging him?
I think it was pretty sore coming into the game. And second half, I think he took a shot and just didn't feel right. And I had to pull him.
I guess just what are your biggest takeaways from this West Coast road trip? I mean, you've been playing good teams, but.
Well, we got to go home and make up some ground. It's just as simple as that. We knew that the road was going to be tough, and we weren't able to get a win here. We'll go home. We'll have a couple of home games, and we have to make up some ground and take advantage of, take care of business here at home.
Coach, there were some stretches there, especially at the beginning. Is that when you see that? Do you see that urgency out of the players more tonight than perhaps some of the games in the past?
Yeah, I thought it was urgency tonight, and the thing was we just couldn't knock down shots. We had some open looks. We shoot 5 for 28 from the three-point line, and I would say most of those were good looks. And you got to knock down those shots when you get them. So I thought we did come out and play with some energy. It was scrapping, but just could not, get over the hump, knocking down shots when we had open looks.
You guys seem to be staying in this, especially with offensive rebounds towards the end. Was that a positive for you from this game?
Yeah, well, we've been a good offensive rebounding team, since I've been here. John and Clint, those guys attack the glass. We want them to be aggressive. A lot of times the floor is spaced because of our shooters, and that gives John and Clint room to basically attack the glass. So that's a play that we want our guys to be aggressive attacking the glass.
All right, Coach, we have one question via Zoom.
On Zoom, we have Jim Conlon. Jim?
We'll go to Christos.
Hello, coach.
Hi.
If you made the resume about the road trip in West, what is the biggest issue that you would like to resolve as a team for the next games?
Well, we got to clean up a lot, just really establishing our defense, playing a 48-minute game, execution on both ends of the floor. We just have not been playing connected basketball on either end of the floor. Defensively on this road trip, we've really had a lot of breakdowns, keeping the ball in front of us. Second half, executing on both ends of the floor and finishing ball games. So really a little bit of everything. Establishing that from the start and playing a 48-minute game.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right.
And then it was just too hard to overcome. You know what I'm saying? They're a good team on their home court, so it was just too much of a deficit to get out of.
Nate said that the mindset is after this road trip, they'll need to go home and basically make up some ground. Did you guys talk about that after the game, or is that kind of your mindset too?
No, we ain't talk about it, but I mean, it's got to be our mindset. Like, if it's not, like, something wrong. So I don't think he should have to tell anybody. I think that should be everybody's mindset, regardless. You're losing 5 games, 6 games in a row. You gotta have that mindset.
All right, we'll take a couple questions on Zoom.
First on Zoom, we have Christos Saltos.
Hey Trey, what's the biggest issue for you as a team that you would like to resolve in the next games, especially at home?
I don't know. I think for us, we're letting their best player on every night really get going. Since we played the Nets and KD, I think we're just letting their best player really get a good feel and we're not really making it tough on them. So I think we got to do a better job of slowing down the opposing team's best player.
Next question comes from Jim Conlon.
Hi, Trey. Trey, in that second quarter, a minute in, you had the Nuggets in foul trouble, and you had them there in terms of the 5 fouls committed. How disappointing was it that you probably didn't get more to the line in that second quarter, given that you had them in foul trouble?
I don't know how many free throws we shot in the second quarter, but I knew they were in the bonus early. So I mean, if it wasn't a lot, we should have got to the line a little bit more. So for sure, that it was a good thing we were in the bonus early, but I don't know if we took advantage of it or not.
Final Zoom question goes to Leonardo Torres.
Hi Trey, it's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Hope you're well. Trey, despite the loss, what positives you can take away from this game?
Positives. I don't know. I think we were getting good looks, but I think that's pretty much the only positive out of the day.
All right, thanks, Fred.
I'm doing good. Could be better.
All right, Sarah, whenever you're ready.
Hey, John. Nate said that the mindset is you guys need to go home and make up some ground after this road trip. Do you share that, and just what's your mindset going back home?
No, I mean that's a great mindset to have. It's one of the only things we really can do at this point right now is watch a lot of damn film, look in the mirror, and just try to come back and get some wins at home. Get juice back at home.
When you look in the mirror, what do you see after this trip?
I see a team that underachieved. That definitely didn't fulfill what we came on this trip to do, and that was just win games. At least become a goal of 500 on this trip. At minimum, coach always preaches if 500 on a road trip is a solid trip, right? So, didn't accomplish that, and we just got to start there. We just got to, like I said, look in the mirror and understand what each of us needs to do to win.
How tough was that fourth quarter? It seemed like for most of the game they would go on a run, but you guys would stay right there with them. But then the fourth quarter, it seemed like it kind of got away from y'all. I mean, I know Trey had to sit for a while.
Yeah, it's annoying. You can't really catch a rhythm the way you want to, and obviously you want to play the game in the best form and fashion that suits your team. But it's a tough game, tough league. So guys aren't gonna let you do too much. So we just got to figure it out.
All right, we have a couple questions on Zoom.
On Zoom, we have Jim Conlon.
Hi, John. John, on that sort of third quarter, you always seem to be battling against the momentum. The momentum will seem to be going away from you, and you couldn't really wrestle it back.
Yeah, when you play a good team like Denver at home, it's hard to fight back. It's hard to fight from a deficit against any team in this league, and that's why it's so important for us to come out with a strong start. And make that other team on the other side compete for 48 minutes, and that's what we need to do every game, so we don't have to fight back and fight for our lives.
Up next, we have Christos Saltos.
Hey John, hope you're doing well. What do you need to do as a team to turn the frustration of the five straight losses into a motivation and determination for the next games?
Yeah, that's a great question, Christos. I wish I could have the answer to that right now. For me personally, what I can do to try to just empower my team and just be the most positive person I can, to be as real as I can, and let people know, what I see, and take some criticism on the same way, let them know what I see. And I feel like, as I said, we look in the mirror, look at some film, take a look at what we need to really do to be better, and that's the only place we can start.